Hi, I'm Heather Irvine and welcome to Go Your Own Way, a series of web videos brought to you by the OSI to help you make the most of your time in the great outdoors.
We should get dressed since we've got a hold of all.
Okay, so we've got you guys here in tow today and we're going to go for a really nice walk around Massey's estate and we're going to see what we can see along the way. But first we can look at the map to see what we can expect. And not only we've got lots and lots of landmarks here. So one thing you can use them for is when you're planning your route and you want to know exactly where you are in your route. If you're crossing a stream, for example, you can say, oh, we've just crossed that stream. We know we're halfway around our route. But the other really exciting thing that we have here is all of these little red, you see where everything's written in red? These are all landmarks. So as you can see, we're here in Massey's estate. This red mark here is going to be the old Massey house. So when we get up there, we're going to have a little history lesson. We're going to walk through the woods here and see if we can see there we've got a megalithic stone. Yeah. There's another megalithic tomb here. So there's lots to see along our way, all the way through the forest here. Loads of stories about how they came to be in this area. And then after that, we're going to go all the way up here to the Hellfire Club. And we're going to find out why the Hellfire Club is called the Hellfire Club. Although as a scout, you might already know that.
I don't actually,
So you see, every day's a school day. Are you excited? Have you been here before?
No.
No. Well, your brother's going to guide you because he's the scout, so he's going to have the map. Okay, so this is the Massey estate that we were looking for. Do you remember when we saw the house on the map?
See that little in there?
Okay. So that's where we are now. So years and years and years ago, in like the 18th century, there's a man called William Connolly and he built this whole estate here, okay? And then the Hellfire Club, which we're going to go up to later on, he just built as his hunting lodge because back then he would have had lots of wealthy friends and hunting is one of the activities that they would have liked to do. Like you go to play soccer, they would have gone hunting on the weekends. Throughout the years, the house got passed down to different lords and ladies and barons and things like that until it finally ended up in the hands of the Masseys. And the Masseys owned this massive estate and they owned lots and lots and lots of land and they were really wealthy and they had loads of money. But just like these days in the kind of downfall of the Celtic Tiger, they'd got into really bad times. So they lost all their money, right? And the bank had to take the house back off them. It's very sad. And then so Lord Massey had to go and live in a house, just a little house. So he'd gone from living in this big massive house and then he got put into a little house at the back of the grounds here and he used to be found foraging around the forest here, finding food for himself and things like that because he didn't have very much money to buy things like that. So all the people around the local area started to call him the penniless peer. So now all you can see are the old walls and there's the little lighthouse that we saw up there and things like that. But it gives you an idea of how big it actually was. And now this is owned by Quilcha, and as you can see here on our map, it's been turned into really nice walking trails, so we can kind of walk and you can explore all the different areas and climb all the trees inside the walls. Pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah? Gonna go climb some more trees? Mm-hmm. Do you know that's the closest mountain to Dublin?
Is this still in Dublin?
In Dublin, yeah. Look, so there's Dublin. We're still in Dublin. Do you see that building behind us? Do you have any idea what that is? So basically, I'll give you a little bit of history about it. It was built in 1735, right? A load of men used to congregate here for secret meetings. And it was called the Hellfire Club because there was clubs like that all over the UK. And it was thought that these men were up to no good and they were in with the devil and things like that. And there's an old story here, right? One day the gentlemen were here playing cards and a man knocked at the door, okay? And he came in and said, "Can I play cards with you?" And the men said, "Yeah, play cards with us, right?" So he sat down and they looked down, and instead of feet, the guy had hooves. And then, a little while after that, the whole building burnt down. And the symbol of the Hellfire Club is a black cat. And it's also thought that some people say they've seen it. It's been haunted by a black cat ever since. It's still haunted. Completely haunted. If you're up here after dark, you'll see the cat peeking its head in and out of all the windows. So we've had a brilliant day out today around the Dublin Mountains. We've seen loads of just historical landmarks that, thanks to an OSI map, we've been able to discover and really find out lots more about the area that we live in. Thanks a million for coming out with me and keeping me company, guys.
Thanks for showing us.
I wouldn't have gone near that haunted house without company. So yeah, it's been great. So that's all we've got time for. So we'll see you on the next OSI video. Go your own way.